Hi, beautiful people, and welcome to my vlog for this week. I hope you are all staying happy and hopeful and healthy and overall just doing very well. So I want to let y'all know that this week's vlog is a little all over the place. I'm giving you a fair warning. So don't say I didn't warn you. You know what? I'm not even gonna explain. I'm gonna let y'all experience all the highs and all the lows that I had for this week. Be prepared. But let's go ahead and get into the quote for this week, the quote of the week. And our quote this week is by Angela Davis, and she's someone that I learned about in school. But in case you happen to be unaware, she is a political and social activist who has been fighting for the rights of incarcerated people for over 50 years. A very prominent person, someone who I admire. She has lectured, she's currently an educator in California, but she's lectured in all 50 states, including multiple countries. Just a very amazing woman. Also, fun fact, she has been on the FBI's most wanted list. So that's kind of interesting. If you're into like crime and like understanding like social platforms or like activist groups or anything like that, go look at Angela Davis. She's like really cool. But anyways, Miss Davis said, "I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept." I really love this quote. It's short, it's to the point, it's simple, easy to remember. It's almost like I can repeat it like a mantra in my head for when I feel like I need the strength to keep reminding myself that nothing is truly impossible if I make it possible. So thank you very much, Miss Davis. So without further ado, welcome to the story of my week.
Families 1 through 4 are doing terminology and anatomy of brain. And then families 5 through 8 are doing brain function and language. All right, isn't language fascinating? So fascinating. Yeah. And I showed the video.
Hey y'all, so I'm done with classes for today, and yeah, just hanging out with my college coordinator who's named Jackie, who I love. Yeah, nothing much going on. So this is a little kitty who likes to hang out in my parking garage of my apartment. And this is me trying to give her some of my granola bar. She's heavily not interested. But I don't actually know if she's a boy or a girl. In my head, she's a girl. She's very beautiful. And she looks like she could be someone's pet. I don't know why she just roams around. But I've seen her ever since I moved in, like 5, 6 months ago. Here she is under a car. I then again tried to throw granola bar at her. Yeah, still not interested. And then I lost her, but then I found her again. She was on a car. And my whole plan was to try to give her milk. I went into my apartment and just got some regular 2% milk to try to give her. She kind of looked at it for a while. Um, I thought maybe that I was too close to her, like standing too close to her, and that's why she wasn't approaching the milk. So I moved farther back and then I changed positions, but she kind of like smelled at it once, but then just ultimately decided that she didn't want it. Okay, so I was absolutely determined to feed this cat. I hyperfixated on it, but I ended up deciding to go back to my apartment, just throw away the milk, and grab sliced deli ham instead, which I put it down on the plate and I walked away from her so she couldn't see me, and she just absolutely went ham on it. She was eating it all up so fast, like it was so scrumptious, and she looked like she was hungry. So I'm just glad she ate it all. Um, but yeah, she's such a sweet kitty, and I hope someone takes her in as their kitty. Hey y'all, so I just got back from school and specifically from my psychology class. I took a little break afterwards, but I don't know. I really love that class. That class is making me think that I could be a psychologist or something because the material is so much more interesting than, I don't know, like regular psychology in high school. Like we get really into subjects like today. Um, we were learning about super tasters because we're learning about the brain. So we're learning about senses, memory, all of that. Taste, smell, everything, hearing. And super tasters, I've always like heard the term, but I never actually understood what a super taster was. But apparently, if you take like a post-it note and you put a hole puncher and you clip it and you put that post-it note up against your tongue and you count all of the little tiny red, they're called papillae, on your tongue, tiny little red bumps. Under those tiny red bumps, you have like 100 taste buds each, but we're just counting the papillae. But if you count how many are within the circle of the post-it note on your tongue where you hole punched, if there are more than 30, you are a super taster. So like I just heard people be like, oh, I'm a super taster, and you know I don't like red wine or black coffee or pepper or like dark chocolate. Usually those are like foods that super tasters just absolutely can't do. But I always thought it was like a mental thing. I didn't know it was a physiological thing. Like that that was just really cool to me. Oh, I gotta show y'all. I forgot to show y'all that what I made when Leilani was here. But I made this little plant, and the whole thing is out of Legos. So you can't like move the leaves or anything, but you can change the configuration of them at the base. But look how cute! It's like my little centerpiece now. I just really love it. And then this like, the Legos make up dirt. I don't know. The Lego really popped off with this. I love it. It was so fun to make too. But yeah, also I want to talk about something else we learned. Basically, okay, so I said we were learning about memory, right? And in your brain, you have neurons, which are like the firing and carrying signals of your brain that tell the rest of your body what to do and vice versa. So you are walking outside in Houston in July and it's 100 degrees, 90% humidity, you're hot. The thermoreceptors in your skin are basically telling your brain through neurons, like, I'm hot. So it goes up to your brain and your brain receives a signal and your brain's like, okay, gotta decide, what are we gonna do about this? And then usually it sends a signal back, and you know, your sweat glands start sweating, you start sweating, which starts cooling you down. But yes, neurons are basically that channel where the signal gets passed back and forth by what's called neurotransmitters, which carry the signal. But today we were learning about how short-term memories become long-term memories. So in the brain, if I read a sentence, John has a green cat, and I go on about my day, am I going to remember that sentence later? Probably not, because there's no reason for me to remember it. So the same thing occurs if I see a stranger pass by me on the street and they're wearing a blue shirt. Am I going to remember that blue shirt 30 minutes from then, or an hour from then, or a day, or a year from then? No, because it's not significant enough. So how does our brain determine what is significant enough to be packed into storage in long-term memory? And basically, it's attention, right? If you're thinking about something constantly, if it's passing between your current thought process to your background thought process, and it's going across these neurons back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, then at one point it gets shuffled into long-term memory. It's the same thing with songs. You hear a song for the first time, you're not going to remember the lyrics 10 minutes later. If you hear the song on repeat over and over and over, it gets passed and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It gets shuffled into your long-term memory until when you hear the song start, you can just start singing it because you just know it. The same thing happens when we tell ourselves, I'm not good enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not smart enough, I don't like the way I look, I don't belong here, things like that. Those negative thought processes, it gets passed back and forth. If you're constantly thinking about it, it becomes part of your long-term memory. It biologically becomes part of who you are, which is why it's so hard to get out of the thought process of, you know, I'm not good enough, or I'm not pretty enough. Those kind of intrusive thoughts keep coming back because that's what they're designed to do, okay? So if you start thinking these things about yourself over and over, it becomes part of who you are. And I don't want any of you to think that, or any of those things. So that's why I think it's important. I think everyone should have some sort of like therapy routine, whether that be your partner, or like maybe your best friend, or even just someone that you actually go to a professional therapist, which is what I do, to learn to change your mindset. You know, if I fail an exam, which I have, as every other college student has also done, I'm trying not to think, oh, okay, I failed this exam, I'm a failure. Because why would I want that to be part of my identity? Why would I want to think that I'm a failure? I'm thinking, okay, this was a little alarming, and I want to figure out what I want to do better next time. And that's the way that I try to look at most things in my life. I don't want my aura or my happiness to suffer because of me thinking that I'm not good enough. And I want that for you too. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna chill out here. I don't really have any homework, so I might do a little reading. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Hey y'all, so as y'all could probably tell from that clip, today is like a special tradition at my college, McMurtry, the best college. Basically, it's like McMurtry's mascot day, and our mascot is it's a banana. Yeah, It's a banana. So kids like come to class dressed up as bananas, or they wear yellow, or just do really fun stuff. We have a banana eating contest. We have a banana bread baking contest. Like the college goes all out. So I don't know, it's just cute. And I didn't wear yellow today because yellow doesn't really like go with my complexion, and I don't think I own any yellow shirts. But yeah, they're for moral support. I do have some homework to do today, some kinesiology homework and some psychology review because I have an exam for psych next week. Actually, fun fact, I have 4 exams next week. So this weekend is going to be brutal because I'm also going back to Fort Worth. I'm actually leaving tomorrow night because Leilani is having wisdom teeth surgery Friday morning, which I definitely want to be there for. So yeah, I will be back in my hometown. Well, I guess it's not my hometown since I wasn't born there. I don't know. I'll be back home. But yeah, for the rest of the evening. Oh, so Essence texted me and she's like, hey, what if I go get a new phone? And I was like, okay. So gonna go with her to get a new phone, and then we're gonna go get dinner somewhere. We get dinner a lot, I've noticed, but it's like because we both enjoy food. So but yeah, that's my plans.
The purple iPhone 14. Oh, satisfying. Welcome to my unboxing video.
Period.
Oh my god! She's so pretty. It's even prettier in person.
It really is. It's like a lavender.
Ready Player One. Have you seen it?
Yes, Leilani really likes that movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh. Good morning. It's Thursday and I'm tired. And I was severely late to my class this morning because it took me 56 minutes to get here. Mind you, I live less than 3 miles away. There was so much traffic. There was a bus crash that took up 3 lanes of Main Street, so they had everyone detour. And it was chaotic, but I explained everything to my professor and she totally understands. She was actually late this morning too, so I'm just so sick of Houston traffic. Like, the drivers here are the absolute worst. And considering both of the car accidents I've ever gotten in my life happened in Houston, and I've only been living here, what, 2.5 years, says something. But anyways, I'm going to genetics and then I'm gonna have lunch and then I have psychology and then I'm gonna be driving home. So exciting. Sammy said hi. Hey, sweet girl. How are you doing? Hi. You look wonderful. Hey.
I forgot a yacht.
Oh, don't cry, sweetheart. Hey, we're gonna go home now. Okay. You wanna go home? Okay, we're gonna go home. Yeah. We're gonna go home, sweetie. I love you. Okay. Oh, look at Jasper.
Adventure Van Gogh. I don't remember the lyrics.
You don't remember the lyrics? That's not normal. I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, it's not normal.
No,
I know
it's
all the lyrics.
Bobby, what'd you take?
Percocet.
How do you feel?
I feel high as heck, boys. Like my teeth.
Your teeth. Yeah.
I got them right here.
Oh, let's see them.
I can grab it.
Wow.
The tooth fairy is gonna give me a lot for this.
The tooth fairy.
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that's right.
Yeah, he's gonna bust through the door and drop a bag under my pillow.
Aww.
I want it out.
You can't take it out. How's your pain scale 1 to 10?
0.
0? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should take Percocet.
No, don't say that. Okay, no, we're out.
Log out.
Log out. Hi everyone, thank you for staying to the very end. That makes me so happy. I'm so glad that all of y'all are watching this and just enjoying. I hope this roller coaster of a week was manageable and, partially enlightening, partially engaging, as much as it was for me at least. But I hope you all are staying happy and healthy and very safe. I love you all. Bye.